Yeah, there is now.
All right.
That's how it works. There's 9/10 of the law.
Hold on a second. It is lagging.
It's the lagging. The lagging river.
Okay, we're good now. It would just take a second to set up because it is having a moment. All right.
It needed a few minutes.
Yeah.
We.
Okay, I am going to see if I can hear it real quick. Having a moment. Cool. I can hear everybody. All right.
It needed a few minutes.
Woo woo.
Sweet. I did it correctly. Go me.
Yeah. Everybody? Hi.
Are we good? Are we good?
We are
Yeah,
good.
we're
I can hear
live.
everybody. I can hear everybody.
Cool. We're live then?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Yay. So hello and welcome. Sorry about that. We are live streaming from a different computer this time, a different location, different tech person. I'm Milo. I'm going to be the storyteller tonight. And who are you?
Hi, I am Starshare Stories. I will be playing Zara, our lovely little water elemental. And she got in trouble for stealing a bus last episode.
Mike, who are you?
I'll be playing Dain the Beast Hunter Heart, and I stole said bus but didn't get in trouble.
And we are playing a modified version of Changeling the Lost. And by modified, I do mean heavily modified. So if you see something that might be incorrect, no, it isn't. I made it up, and I will not be taking criticisms at this time. Disclaimer, this is an 18+ stream, so if you're not 18, this isn't the stream for you. Please see yourself out. And we do not offer advice on this channel. We are not professionals. So if you see or hear or witness with your eyes anything that may seem like a lot of fun, it's probably not. Don't do it. We do not endorse or condone any of the behaviors that our characters do in this game. It's make-believe time. And what happened last time is the bus was stolen. Sim had his dinner with Nova, and during his dinner, a bus heist took place where Dain went to the ferryman to gather someone that would know how to drive a bus. There he met with Zara and essentially roped her and Oscar into coming with. The bus heist went down as far as they can tell right now. That was fucking rude, Mouse. As far as they could tell, without a hitch. But the police did show up, and it did require the assistance of the two ferrists, Oscar and Zara, to convince them to look elsewhere. Got the bus back, talked to Rebel. She disabled the systems with her electricity powers. Sim came off his date, realizing that Zara had, in fact, gone to steal bus and wasn't joking about it. Yelled at her for a little bit, and then refused to go back and see Nova. So where we end is Dain having snuck back to his hollow with Savannah and Ro. Zara at the ferryman with Oscar. Sim has more than likely returned to the forge, where he will probably be meeting up with Derek, who spent a lovely dinner with the Trinity, watching movies and talking. And we will not be having a Sim or a Derek tonight. So we will start with Zara. Hold on.
Did it just freeze on me? There it goes.
No.
Okay.
No, we've been good.
Okay, it just shows us frozen.
Technical difficulties.
It just shows us frozen on my end.
No, we sweep.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it alone.
That's okay. If we have any technical difficulties, we apologize. As we are not, again, we are operating off a different system right now. And these things happen. We are the channel of technical difficulties, so apologies. All right, Zara,
We have a
out.
Lysandra.
That's me. You are at the ferryman with Oscar. Sim has driven off in a huff. The bus is no longer there. It was taken and parked elsewhere. You vaguely heard mention of it being parked in front of Sim's or at the back of Sim's business, the forge that you are familiar with, having been there. Oscar walked back over after Sim took off. He had stood a decent distance away, enough that if you needed assistance, he could come and give you assistance, but far enough away that you had a little bit of privacy.
Yep. She's just rubbing the back of her head like, alright, he is quite angry and he's not gonna go back. Great. Great.
I mean, he is a fire elemental, and he's Winter Court.
Yeah. I don't know. I just got concerned that he's left her there. And she's probably quite annoyed.
I mean, I know I would be if someone stood me up on a date.
I mean, I would have been mad too, but that's just me. But I am beginning to think Sim doesn't know how to take time for himself. And that's just on little observations I've had of him.
The only times I've met Sim have been because of this whole thing that's going down with the church. So, I don't know much about him, but I do know that his anger seemed to stem more from concern.
Yeah. Yeah, probably because, being all fresh out and everything and me not knowing any better, that kind of feelings.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is not to sound crass about it or anything, but you do technically know better. I mean, it's not like you've forgotten everything about everything. You know what I mean? Like, if you were, if that were the case, you wouldn't be able to speak.
Function.
The thing is that it's not like we did it for fun. It's not like the bus was stolen just because. Don't make that face, because it's not like we did it for fun. They needed a transport for people that the church has taken. It's not like the bus was just stolen because somebody wanted a bus and was like, hey, let's joyride a bus, or let's steal a bus so we don't have to pay for one or whatever. I feel that the intentions behind taking the bus were good, regardless of how illegal the act was.
Yeah. Also, I think it takes a while to rent a bus anyways if we needed to rent a bus, so this was the quick option.
Yeah. The thing is, we don't normally, as a whole, a lot of changelings live by various codes of conduct. And typically, as with our past selves, a lot of people still try to abide by the law, to not draw attention to. That's not to say all don't. There are plenty that use their powers to their advantage. The fairest are particularly egregious about this, I will admit. But for the most part, we do try to go back to some semblance of normalcy that we can get, which means living like people. And most people don't just steal buses, or illegal things. Maybe petty things like you stick a candy bar in your pocket at the store, but not anything major.
Like a school bus.
Like a whole school bus. There, we did several illegal things, and it's probably fine.
It's fine. You know what? I'm just gonna call Dain Miss Frizzle now. It's fine.
Oh my gosh. That's a good one. I'm sure he's gonna love that.
So who would be the chameleon? Izzy. Lizzie. It's Lizzie.
Probably, my best guess is probably that little girl that's with him usually.
I think her name is Ro.
Yeah. She seems like a chameleon. Like she'd sneak up on you.
Is it really tomorrow?
It's really tomorrow.
God, I picked a really good time to get out of the hedge, didn't I?
There's both never a good time and always a good time to come out of the hedge. Because always when you come out, you're going to be thrust into something that you're unfamiliar with, like with the freeholds and the courts, and meeting others who've shared similar experiences to you. And it's basically relearning how to live, essentially. And it's never easy, and it's never fun, and it never feels like a good time.
No.
But it's always better in the end.
But with everything in the church, I feel like I got thrown into hard mode.
Fair. Like I said, that's not normal. Usually it's privateers that you have to worry about and not just regular.
Privateers?
Loyalists. They are changeling that are so brainwashed, so broken that they still serve their keepers. They were allowed to leave Arcadia, allowed to walk through the hedge, allowed to regain that sense of self and still choose to help the True Fae.
To bring more people in.
They come out of the hedge, they try to infiltrate, they pretend that they'll use any kind of tactics they can to try and bring Changeling back, and sometimes they're even hired by specific keepers to find specific Changeling. That's why I asked if you were followed.
And I still don't know if I was. I didn't even look back.
It would probably take them a little bit of time to find you if you were. To be fair, they would have to have tried to go in through the gate that you did, try to go that way and then just pick up your trail from there. So it's possible if anyone followed you that they
would have to go through Sims Hollow.
We'll look into it as well. I just thought I'd ask in case you knew the answer.
No. Just ran and didn't look back.
It's what a lot of people do. You can't know until you know.
No. So, tomorrow, you staying behind or what's going on?
I'm going to go into the church. My particular brand of fairest kith tend to be pretty decent at fighting.
She just nods a couple of times and she's like, and then she just looks, you're not allowed to die. And then she starts heading more into the
Okay. I mean, I don't plan to. And he'll follow after you. And this is where you get a call on your phone. Now, I don't know if you, I don't know. I know that you have this number in your phone, but it depends on what you want to, if you want to give it a nickname or not, but it is Reed. And so do you have her as just Reed in your phone, or do you have her as
it's Reed and there's a little book.
I don't know if you were here for this conversation. I'm going to tell you right now that Sim has her as Barnes and Noble. I'm so offended for her. It's so rude. Anyways, so Reed is calling.
She'll answer the phone. Hello?
Hello. I have a quick question for you. I know that you being so new, obviously might not have any interest in assisting with this issue that's at hand. But if you would like to, I have a thing that can be done remotely that I could use some help if you're up for it.
I've already been assisting, but I'm up for it.
It will be specifically for tomorrow. It's not a research thing. It's going to be a little more hands-on, directly aiding those in the church. We have some people who can use their voice or speech or song to aid others around them or hinder opponents. And that is what I have been tasked with, is managing those individuals. And I figured if you'd like to help, I could use a little bit of help.
I'll help.
All right. Just meet me tomorrow at the South Ward at 9 o'clock.
Okay. Morning or evening?
Morning.
I will be there. I will leave early, figure out a way to get there. I don't know. I'll figure a way to get there.
We can have someone pick you up if you need to. Just give me a call. All right. Thank you for your help. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And she hangs up. Yep. Oscar has reached you at this point and offers to walk you back down into the hollow.
She'll take said offer.
He holds out his hand like the charming gentleman he is.
She'll take it. She's a sucker for it. She'll take it.
And he'll walk you back down into the hollow. And while you guys are on your way, I'm going to go ahead and Dain. You've parked the bus. Or you've had someone park the bus. Hello, Mouse.
I parked it. I parked it rather well.
I made you roll for it.
You did. I got 5 successes. It was rather nicely parked in the back. He's good at parking things in the back.
You have had your conversation with Sim at this point.
Yes, that went lovely.
Can you sit down?
Our mascot is behaving in an irrational way.
Why are you looking at me like that? Mouse, here, go under. I know what you're doing. Walk, bud. He's trying to pull my cords out of the wall. Anyways, so yeah, you've had your conversation with Sim about the bus and where it's parked and all that before. I'm assuming you are returning to your hollow with Savannah and Ro.
I am indeed. Hey, kiddo.
All right. What would you like to speak with them about? Do you wait till you get to your hollow, or do you have this conversation in the car?
You know, I didn't expect Zarya to be as useful as she was there. So I'll just get her out of the dumps.
Which one? Are you saying it to both of them?
Well, they're both in the car, so I'd assume
Well,
so.
yeah. I mean, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, regardless of how long they've been.
I mean, you're not wrong. I just thought I'd give her something to smile about. I mean, but she really proved herself with them cops.
I mean, that's true. Those abilities I've seen what she looks like. But the abilities that she was exhibiting were definitely more fairest in nature and less elemental in nature.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Which probably means that she has more than one kiss, like Sim.
Well, isn't that nice? Wait, he has what? I thought he was just an angry fire boy.
No, he's haven't you seen his arm? It's the metal.
Oh yeah.
That's a more wizened trait. I do believe Reed.
I thought he just did that himself.
No. Huh. Yeah, I believe Reed said that he was of a wizened, and so he's main elemental with the fire heart, but he has a secondary of the wizened, which is, I do believe they call them artists.
Are you gonna tell me Derrick's got two kith as well? Ogre and
no,
I don't know, salamander? Alright.
He might be. I mean, he has dog like. Yeah, it's fine.
He does have. Look at us, just a single kith crew. Woohoo!
You're all beasts too. You're the same kith.
Damn right we are.
No, you're the same seeming. You're different kiths. But.
Nah, she proved herself, and so did Dragon Boy.
Yeah,
did you see that fucking Jedi mind wipe? What was his name? Archibald?
You should call him Archie the next time you see him.
So, it was Archie then. Alright, not a problem. But yeah. You said Jedi mind wipe he did in the fucking cop. What the hell was that?
It's something, again, it's the Ferrists are people-y people.
Are you saying I'm not a people person?
No, I'm saying that they tend to be very... Their contracts are oriented around manipulating people.
I'm gathering that. That's not something I'd like, to be honest with you. It doesn't sit right with me. Too much useful, Lex Luthor. Nah, I mean, it's useful, but so much punching somebody in the nose. I mean, I suppose you can't.
Remember it if you punch them in the nose.
Yeah, and they'll try and sue you because this country ain't fucking suing, right? No one ever has a fair fight anymore. Holy shit. The fucking Thai food!
Oh no, well, we all forgot our Thai food.
Oh, don't sound so fucking sad about it.
I'm sure it'll be fine. What?
You're not hungry.
I am hungry. If worse comes to worse, we can order more. Ro has a weird amount of money.
We don't ask questions about Ro, but Ro gets your money.
We don't ask questions about where Ro gets her money, but she seems to have excess of it.
He'll lean over. I think she robs the kids at kindergarten.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think that's where the majority of it comes from, though.
I think she then robs the parents too.
Exploitation.
I mean, she was very good at that bus heist. I fucking love.
We caused a scene. Like,
No,
I'm not,
we
like,
didn't. There was a
Yeah,
smoke
we
screen.
did.
We're fine.
it was the least subtle thing I think we've done so far.
Sweetheart. He never put his hand on top of hers. Look at the fucking two of us. Do we look subtle?
No, but the point. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Look, they're not gonna pick you and me out of a fucking lineup, alright? Look, if it makes you feel better, after tomorrow I'll drop the school bus back at the yard.
You did promise it to Rebel.
I did promise. Maybe I'll steal another one and give that one to Rebel. Nah, you're right. I did promise it to Rebel. The hell was she gonna do with a school bus?
Big old fucking scene about it.
Oh, you know what she's like. She will make a big fucking scene. She doesn't like being talked to like a normal like a normal person. And I'm gonna talk to her the same way she talks to other people.
I don't think she likes being talked to in general.
Then she shouldn't have been a fucking queen. She should have been a fucking hermit. But no, she wanted power, and people are gonna talk to you because you have power. So you know, boo-hoo, cry me a fucking electric river.
She probably would.
She probably would, and she'd probably, you know, shove a fucking, what do you call them, lightning fucking rod up my ass and just play with me for days.
If we not, that would be phenomenal. I'd appreciate if we just didn't with this conversation now.
Don't like her, do you, love?
No, she's not nice. Hitting, like, what am I supposed to like about her?
I don't keep hitting her.
You do.
No, I don't. I talk to everyone this way. She is. You wanted to say something, was it?
You've never spoken to Sim or Derek the way you talk to Rebel.
That's because they have cuss.
Exactly. You just said you talk to everybody that way, and you just.
I don't think I'm going to win this argument, am I? Or this conversation.
No.
Right, alright. I love you. I have no feelings toward her other than she's useful.
I was hoping you'd say animosity, but I'll take it.
Eh. She's useful. She's also not important. You know, gotta respect the queen and shit.
She's not your queen, but you know.
Yeah, but you know, if you want to get that goodwill with the other fucking courts, which we need, I mean, let's be honest. You know someone's gonna make a fucking move if everything goes right tomorrow.
Yeah.
Guarantee she will. She's hungry. She's not happy with what she has.
Fair. Doesn't mean other people also won't try. I know that there was talk amongst her courtiers of some people thinking she doesn't deserve the throne, and I think the summer court also didn't like her very much.
Well, then, you know what? If something happens within her own court and there's a coup d'etat, nothing to do with us.
Fair.
So, you know, we'll use her while we have her. She's useful. I won't deny that. And she is strong. And she'll be useful tomorrow. I mean, someone's got to
True.
take them generators out. And she can do it a lot quicker than you and me punching the fuck out of them.
True. It's that lightning power.
Aye. Shocking, isn't it? It's turning slowly at that.
She is not
All right,
smiling.
then.
I'm smiling. She's not smiling.
Come on, you've heard me make worse jokes.
She looks really serious right now. Not
What's
necessarily
on your
upset
mind?
at the joke, but like
Yeah.
serious.
There's something on your mind.
Just tomorrow.
You nervous?
Not for me,
Why not for you?
because I'm fine. Fucking look at me.
Savannah, I have a gun in my right pocket that could take you out in one shot. Who's to say they
You'd
don't?
you'd have to aim it at me first, and by then I could have snapped your arm. Like, let's be
Yeah.
honest.
You could have snapped my arm. But what if 3 other people are also aiming at you at the same time? With said same gun.
No.
You're good,
That
love. No,
means-
you're good, love. But you're not immortal.
I'm not also the only target that's going to be there. There will be
That's
other
true.
people.
That's true, love. But I'm gonna, again, pre-emphasis by saying I love you fucking dearly. I really do. But you're 7 foot fucking tall.
I can
You're the
duck.
biggest target.
I can
And then you'll be
duck.
6'5". You're still the biggest target in the room,
Okay.
babe.
You know, some of the ogres can kind of reach.
Oh yeah.
The
I
ogres
mean,
are tall.
a lot. Yeah, but most of them are a lot wider than you. So you can always hide behind
Yeah,
them.
I can duck behind one of them. That's really rude, but I could. It's
Yeah, it's not rude when it comes to your survival. Trust me.
I figured I'd be more towards the back anyways, you know.
And that's what you want to do. Do it.
No, I don't, but I also don't necessarily want to be right on the front. I'm strong, but as you said, I'm not invincible.
No, you're not. Neither am I. I think I'm wearing body armor tomorrow.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah. There's also body armor for you and fucking Ro. I don't think it'll fit Ro though. Ro's not going in, is she? Ro?
I have to heal people. I can't do that from a distance.
The idea is to bring the bodies out to the healers, though.
But the thing is that by the time you've brought the bodies out, they're probably dead. Bodies is not living people.
Not if we use the darkest. And, yeah, no, you know what? You're oh, God. Tomorrow is going to get fucking messy.
I'm little.
Maybe-
I'm the smallest target. I can just hide behind an ogre.
Yeah, that's true. Or at least someone's leg. Yeah. No. You two will be fine. You'll be. Just use your heads tomorrow.
We figured that the maidens, the flowers, the knights, and the wraiths would be going in first because they're the court fighters, and then any backup
Come
units,
on.
any what?
Let's be honest, love. You and me could take out a lot of those fucking flowers and maidens.
I don't know if that's true. Have you fought an ice elemental?
Why the fuck would I fight Nova? Her eyes give me the chills. Never mind her fucking hands.
The thing about certain, they have their armor, it does protect them, so they also have that going for them, but most of them are trained fighters.
You have a point. You have a point. I'm interested to see what Nova will come up with tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully she listened to some of my suggestions. Whether she does or not, I don't know.
It depends. As a tactician, it would be her judgment call on whether or not she believed that some of those suggestions were to our best interest, which, granted, they're good suggestions. So I'm sure she'll find a way to incorporate them in a way that is most tactical.
Archers are the ones who are going to be able to lock down the entire place. The heart room has the hearts of nearly every soldier in that place that they can then start destroying left, right, and center.
Yeah.
You know, it would be fucking foolish if she didn't. But I'm not the general.
Once the building has gone into lockdown, though, I believe they can still send out some of the Darklings if we haven't gotten all the people we need to in.
And there's Jack.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame she's the only one I know. We know with that ability. That'll be fucking handy tomorrow.
Technically, she's not, but the other option isn't good.
How else do we know without ability?
The little boy that was in the hedge with them.
Alpha?
He's a fetch child like her. That's what.
Can you do that
Justin
fucking
said.
Doctor Strange fucking thing?
From what I gathered, that wasn't specific to Jack. From what I gathered, it was specific to that type. Like the same way that Bastion, being a spawn, could touch and take powers like Azamara. I think he has this. I think Alpha has the same abilities as Jack because he's the same as Jack, only younger. But he is a child, so it might not be very good to. Like Jack is too, but she's closer to adults than Alpha.
Morally, you're pulling the strings here, sweetheart.
It depends on what you want to have him do and if we can see what he can do. If he can't open a gate like she does, then yeah, we'd have to see if there's something he could do behind the scenes where we're not endangering him. Like
I
the
promise
other
I'd
things
keep
that
the.
changed people or.
Yeah. I promise I'd keep that kid safe in this, so.
Yeah.
Can't get me putting him in the firing line. But then again, he is very small.
He is little, yeah. He's very, he's like 7 years old though, so.
Good point. No doubt, and who knows what the fuck Azamara did to him that, you know, I don't think I've heard the child speak.
He has not spoken, nope.
Yeah, I don't know, he's deaf and dumb, yeah.
I mean, we don't know the circumstances of him coming into being either. We know what Reed and Jack herself have said, but that's about it. We don't have any other information other than what they know about what they are.
Aye. Well, as of tomorrow, you know what, let's probably wait till we get home. The rest of this conversation. Probably not do it while I'm driving.
Okay.
Because you're distracting as is, sweetheart, but this conversation is a bit more distracting.
And you guys drive. You end up pulling up in front of your hollow or your house or wherever your hollow is disguised. Oops. And as you're getting out and walking in, we'll go back to Zara. Zara, you're walking down with Oscar.
So I know that you're going in. I'm pretty sure Dain, the very scary lady, I don't know about Ro, are going in. The other scary lady that I swear she could probably electrocute me.
Rebel, yeah. Rebel is all of a majority of the kings and queens are going in. It's that whole you fight with your court. You don't send your people to die without risking that yourself. That was insensitive. I'm sorry.
No. It's just I'm trying not to think about possible losses right now.
Yeah.
I just hope Sim isn't going to be that reckless and go in. Because he is kind of like a twig.
He has the elemental fire behind him, which, granted, that's, again, for most people, fire is incredibly dangerous, as is water and ice. Mortal bodies are a little more fragile, but it all depends because, and here's the thing, you haven't had to use too many of your abilities, the new ones that you have from getting out. And there are times when pulling on those powers is going to drain something from you. It's going to make you want something. That's something you'll figure out. It's tied directly to your core. We call it glamour. But essentially what it is the absorbing of an emotion that is strong within people. We just take a little bit of that emotion and it fuels the power that we gained the same way we're changed from Arcadia. And that glamour, if it runs out, because it can run dry, very rare circumstances, changelings will let that happen. But if for some reason you put too much of that power into something, you lose all access to them until you can regain and feed off those emotions again. And that leaves you completely helpless in the more mortal aspects of it. You will not stop looking the way you do now. You won't stop having that watery quality to you. But you won't have access to any of the things that protect you. So it's good to gauge how you feel. If you're starting to feel like that connection is slipping, it means that you need to go find the emotions. You'll figure out which one at some point. But that's the biggest worry with someone like Sim, with those powers of fire, with those abilities. It's that burn too brightly thing. If too much of that power is used and consumed, he won't have access to it anymore, and he'll be as good as human.
The closest thing I could probably describe it is when Icarus flew too close to the sun.
It's what makes doing things like this dangerous for us.
Yeah. She's quiet for a long moment because it's a lot to process because she has learned more in these last couple of days than when she got out. Thank you for being so patient with me.
Oh no, it's not a problem.
Yeah. Sim's been running around. Derrick's been... Derrick? I think that's the easiest way to explain it. I don't understand him.
I don't know. Sorry.
He tries
I
his
don't know
best.
much about Derrick. Oh.
It seems like he tries his best, but sometimes, I don't know. He can see colors.
That's a thing. That it's we all it's another just consequence. It's another thing. You can't go through what we went through and not come out changed. And I don't mean I mean
Yeah.
We all have them. We just might not know what they are right now.
I quickly figured out if I think of certain words or if I say certain words or hear certain words, I just taste them. Some of them just put a really bad taste in my mouth and it's just weird sometimes. And it's just like, oh, that's a thing. That is a thing.
You do you not know what that's called?
I think if I remember correctly, synesthesia.
Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing that Derek has, only his senses are different. He associates colors with feelings, I think is what you were implying. He feels colors, right? That's what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, all I know it's like kind of like the stoplight system, but it's not the stoplight system. Red is a good color, purple is not a good color. I'm not sure if he mentioned what green was. Yellow was weird. It was a really weird conversation.
the red cap, that's the one you were talking to at the debrief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's red caps. Red tends to be a good color for them because it's the color of blood. It
So it follows the lore of that. Great.
Yeah. You'd be surprised what does and what doesn't. Iron. Don't touch it.
I feel bad for anybody that lives in the South and wants to cook with a cast iron skillet now. I feel bad.
Yeah. It's it's one of those things that just myth wise is it's true that iron does hurt. It's hurts us, it hurts them.
Mm. What time are they attacking the church tomorrow?
Dain, did you guys plan a time yet, or
We ride at dawn.
6 a.m. is when they were lifting the quarantine is not the proper term for it. The security, so early. I think it's going to be early.
Yeah, Reed wants me at the South Ward at 9 a.m.
It's probably when she plans to. Reed's been helping a bunch with that. I know I've talked to her on the phone once or twice.
Yeah, she called me before you caught up. Kind of surprised she knew I was talking, but I guess words travel quickly. I was not talking at all previously.
Yeah, quite frankly, she might have forgotten.
I'm just gonna give her the
When
benefit of the doubt.
I would also like to remind you that she has a very old phone in her office that does not text, and she tends to call people before texting. So if you had answered and not said anything, she'd have hung up and texted you. But her phone is one of them old dial. Yeah.
Didn't notice that because she was just like, "Oh, there's this lady here. Hi."
She has a cell phone. If she's in her office, she uses the very old rotary phone that's on her desk.
Love it. Love it.
So she probably didn't think about it before dialing your number. And if you had just answered and not said anything, she'd have been like, "Oh, right, I'm sorry."
Just heavy
And then
breathing
text
on the
you.
phone. Just heavy breathing on the phone.
Heavy breathing. Yeah. But
I feel like we need to have like a big old potluck after everything's done.
look,
Yeah.
I got the eating habits of a whole lot of changeling can get really peculiar very quickly.
It'll be interesting to see.
Interesting is a good word.
Intriguing.
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
A learning experience.
Odd.
Horrifying.
So red caps, like your friend, fall under a specific kith called the gristle grinder.
Does that explain the bloody bathroom?
Yes,
Oh.
he did that for his hat. Now, the gristle grinders aren't all red caps, but all red caps are gristle grinders. The thing about gristle grinders is they can eat and will eat literally anything, even things that are in fact not food, like
Oh.
glass and forks and plastic.
Mm.
So when you say a potluck for all the changeling, there will be some of them, and they will be eating things that really don't look
Makes
or
sense.
or not edible in any way. It's pretty horrific. You haven't actually gone out to dinner with any of them yet. Yeah, no, you haven't seen the horror show that is dinner time at the Forge. Okay, yeah. No, they
She's
tend
been
to
lucky.
be less picky. Oh, yeah. They tend to be a little less picky, and by less picky, I mean they'll literally eat anything.
Maybe I might need to specify what kind of potluck.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Because the last thing you want is someone bringing a pickled mustard peanut butter lasagna.
A what?
Because it will actually have, we've had some incidences where someone told the gristle grinder it was okay to bring a dish.
What sort of mustard?
Yellow mustard.
I'm sorry, a pickled peanut butter mustard lasagna. Yeah.
And by that, I mean they put those ingredients in a regular lasagna recipe. Yeah, no, it's really nasty. They were the only ones that wanted to eat it. Them and the other gristle. We specify what recipes are permitted if we're letting everyone bring whatever they want, because they will. It's. Yep. Yeah.
I heard something
So
about
we're
peanut
just
butter tacos too a while ago. Is that on the oddity list?
most people don't put, like, were they talking about regular tacos and putting peanut butter in it? Was
I
this
don't wanna know.
was this the red cap?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't want to know.
Probably meant it then, because again, we'll eat anything. They don't really taste it. They also have to eat a lot of food when they're injured. It helps they heal. It's a lot of food. It's
Okay.
more food than anyone should possibly ever be able to eat. It's not a pleasant thing to watch. It's just kind of not.
Okay. She's typing in her phone and she opens the little notes app on her phone. It says, "Note to self. If we're doing a potluck, please specify what recipes are allowed because I do not want a pickled peanut butter mustard lasagna."
It's one of the nastiest foods I could think to stick in lasagna. It's pretty much what my brain did, was like, ew, this sounds gross.
See, I can think of something more disgusting. It's not dill pickles that they put in it, it's the bread and butter.
Ugh.
I hate sweet pickles. I hate sweet pickles.
I hate sweet pickles too. And I knew we had the yellow mustard conversation, which is why when you asked, I was like, yeah, that yellow ass mustard. No thanks, I'll pass.
As I stated, yellow mustard only belongs on a hot dog on occasion.
My son likes to eat his hot dogs only with mustard. Everything else he eats with ketchup.
That's how I am.
But
She's staring at her phone a little bit longer and just like, I've been meaning to ask something, and it's been like bugging me the last couple of days.
all right.
She'll pull up the text messages. What does it
Uh-huh.
mean? The little blue
The
heart.
little blue heart.
What does it mean?
Well, it's information that I got your message, and I definitely think you look like the kind of person that likes the color blue.
I do. I also like the color yellow because it's sunny. And
Oh,
it tastes like, what did I say it tastes like? Orange juice? Yeah, orange juice.
you have a, yeah, I was like, you have a list of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will keep that in mind for the next time I reply to one of your texts.
She's all happy now that she knows the answer.
All right, you guys get down. You're at your hollow. You're at hollow. Your house in the hollow.
Mhm.
You've walked past where you set your sandcastle up. It's still standing
Oh.
with its little shell tower.
She's gonna take a little picture of it.
Aw. And you now stand at the door with Oscar.
Mhm. She's being so awkward right now, and she's like slowly trying to reach for the doorknob, and it's like messing up entirely.
I mean, he's staying a respectful, he's not all up on you, but he's definitely, are you? Is there anything I can do or get for you or help you with before you go to bed for the night?
I think I'm okay for tonight. Probably. If not, I will probably text you, because I don't know where Sim is right now, but I think Sim is busy.
I would shoot him a text anyways. I'm sure he'll get back to you when he is available.
Like,
Just remember to keep Dick. Wait,
what?
no,
Oh!
that was out of character.
Yeah, she's just like, now that you brought it up, just ADHD brain right now is like, oh!
We're keeping a Dick? I've been waiting for this. No, I'm kidding.
I've been waiting for this moment.
This is the time the dice box is gonna fail for sure.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna roll the dice box real quick.
It'll be tonight on the eve of fight.
Nah, Dane's freaking keep Dick is just echoing in her head right now, and she's like, why now? Why?
Keep Dick. Keep Dick. Keep Dick.
Oh my god. Where the fuck is the there it is.
Zara, keep Dick. Keep Dick.
Poor Zara. Alright. 6 willpower. Here we go.
Roll to keep Dick.
Oh god, why would you say it like that?
She passed again. It was 3.
Oh my goodness. Yep.
She kept her
It's
composure.
echoing. It's echoing in your head, and you're just like, "Oh, fuck that Irishman."
What'd you say? Fuck that what?
Irishman.
Irishman. I don't have his number, so I can't text him. Go fuck yourself.
Just the urge to find his number to do that is You're
Axis is
definitely
like,
sitting there being like,
do you happen
rude.
to have Dane's number?
No, but I know that Rebel does because she was waiting for us when we got back and yelled at Dane, so we could ask Rebel.
You know what? Let's go ask Rebel because I have a lovely message I need to send him.
All right. We'll go find Rebel. She was in her office throwing things last time, so here we go.
no.
She's probably still there.
Oh no. I
So you
think
guys
this is
walk up.
Zara's first time meeting Rebel too. Oh
Mhm.
no.
She was at the debrief, but she didn't introduce herself. Now you're not technically, you're under the freeholds
Mhm.
protection. You're not technically claimed by a court. So aside from at when Zara is getting ready to potentially pick a court, you'd meet the queens and kings, but you haven't yet because you haven't decided on a you haven't been it you haven't got to that point where it's like, all right, here are the courts, which one resonates with you? So you haven't done that yet.
Yep.
So Oscar leads you back up into the freehold, and we are, because these two things kind of happen simultaneously. Dain has just pulled up to his hollow. Savannah and Ro. Ro's always the first one out of the car when she knows how to use the seatbelt.
Oh, there she
So
goes.
she has sprinted out of the car.
I was in such a rush, but nowhere to go. Give us that.
I don't think she cares. I think she's just excited.
I
Always
so too,
excited.
It's always good to see. Then he'll get out of the car and he'll walk up to the hollow,
Mm-hmm.
or the thing looking like the house.
Yeah. And then you guys go inside.
Bro, is the Thai food there? Check by the
What?
door. Is the Thai food there? Check by the door, love.
Oh, you see that she already has it in her hand. She snatched it as she ran. She's back.
Yeah, right. Right. Food time.
All
Gotta
right.
Go up. Go into the hollow.
You microwave that food.
And he'll start eating. But, you know, as he eats, the big conversation.
Yep.
So, Tamara,
Mm-hmm.
let's go over a few ground rules, shall we?
Okay.
Think of them as laws of combat.
All
One.
right.
We ain't Superman. Alright?
Yeah, I know that.
2. If it's stupid but works, it isn't stupid.
Okay.
3. No plan survives first contact. 4. The important things are always simple. 5. The simple things are always hard.
Fair.
Let's see. 6. If the enemy is in range, so are we. Let's see, what else can I think of? Easy way is always mind. Basically, always expect a trap.
Ah,
Yeah.
got it.
If your attack is going really well, it's an ambush. And I think, last but not least, anything you do can get you shot, including doing nothing.
Fair.
Pretty much it. Just little things to remember for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that everyone has the lucky little life I had before I was this. But I'm sure you two have your own thoughts and opinions.
I mean, it's one of those, there's pretty much no way to know until you get there for all our planning, preparation, our digging, our scouting, our whatever. They've already been doing that. Bastion Moore's been to every freehold, apparently. Made sure
Yeah, he gets
all of
around.
them. God knows. God knows how long he's been watching, which means he probably has some idea of who and why and how, the numbers of each of the freeholds, more than likely. Maybe he's banking on us not fighting because it's not typically what we do unless it's summer court or autumn court going after the gentry. Maybe
Which
he's hoping we
means
just roll over and
we.
die, but he's more than likely not.
Yeah, well, that means we are the wild cards.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got us all, I'm sure. All of our court, anyway.
The thing is that I'm sure we have several wild cards because Bastion was rejected. All of his learning that he's done about the freeholds, about the kists, about the seeming has had to be probably more on his own than anything, which means that there are probably plenty of things about us in general he just doesn't know.
And they really do hate Sim and Derek.
What?
They're a mass. They really hate Sim and Derek.
I think
The
I know
entire
why.
church. Alright, spill the tea, girl.
They went and
That's
talked to
what they say,
Dr.
right?
Cassidy before she was abducted. She saw their faces. She heard their questions. She knew that they knew where Pippin was. They gave themselves away to her.
That they did.
I'm
And
sure she told them.
there's something Cassidy said
Hmm?
to do with your man. You know him on about it. I don't want to say her name.
Yeah, I know.
And I have been thinking about it, and I've been thinking about what may happen tomorrow. So, what I'm going to do for you, Savannah, because Rose already sort of mastered this, is I'm going to give you my contracts of the hedge and smoke. That way, wherever you
Oh.
are, you can. That way, wherever you are, you can find me. And if he comes for you, you can hide yourself.
Okay.
Because the thought of losing you again, even though it was only for a week, and I didn't fucking remember, but now I do. Yeah, it doesn't sit well with me at all. And if something was to happen to me tomorrow, don't worry about it. You know my
Worry about
plan.
it. I do know your plan.
Well, I expected you to be with me during the entire plan, but you know.
Well, yeah, I planned. That was my plan.
Well, I won't be hiding behind you. This
I
is
don't expect
my
you to.
rodeo. This is my bread and butter.
I don't intend to stand in front of you. I intend to have your back.
As always, sweetheart. But with that, he'll grab the knife from the table, just cut his palm. It's time for you to find your way back to me. And to hide from him forevermore.
She'll reach out her hand. Now, did you want one of her contracts?
He's not asking.
So she'll hold her hand out to you.
No CrossFit.
And when you clasp it, what you see is those runes on her skin open. And they flare with a bright orange light.
This is my gift to you, love. And he will explain the contracts of the hedge and how the paths twist and turn, but they always lead in certain directions. North, south, east, and west may not seem there, but they are always constant. When it comes to contracts of the smoke, he will explain that while you are, and I'll be physically in a place, there are ways in the wind and of the earth that can mask your scent and smell and sight from those that would do you harm.
She's going to go ahead and, as she's listening to you explain this, she is going to lean forward and she's going to. What is Dain wearing right now? It's important that I know this.
Dana's just wearing a t-shirt and jeans and boots.
So is there... I know what she's going to do. Okay. So she essentially leans forward and kind of reaches up under your t-shirt with her hand, runs her fingers up to your chest, and you feel this burning on your skin.
Savannah, what?
It doesn't hurt you, but it's not comfortable. Like, you're not going to take damage from this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to lift up your shirt and see?
He will lift up his shirt and see. Yeah.
You see a flame, a fire, burning against your chest. You see the seared edges at parts around her fingertips. And when she pulls her hand back, you see one of the runes inscribed. It matches the one on the same side of hers that's inscribed on her skin. And you now have access to the first dot in Contracts of the Hunter's Bane, which I do believe is, first one is Hide the Scent.
Yeah, he's gonna look up and go, Sonia, what are you doing?
I am giving you the ability to also hide yourself and remain untraceable by someone who would have the ability to negate the contracts you just gave me, because there are some that can.
It was a gift, sweetheart. You didn't. It wasn't a trade.
But this will hide you from the wild hunt should they ever break through. Because they do get sent out here.
They will rule the day if they ever come as you and me.
But this will help. It will help keep them off your scent.
He'll lean forward. Just whisper against her ear. You know how much I love you, Sonia, don't you?
I do.
Good. Remember that tomorrow. And he will kiss her on the lips.
She, as you kiss her on the lips, she pulls you in close. And her embrace is very strong.
He's used to it
as
by
she
now.
pulls you up. And she whispers back to you after a minute. You know how much I love you too, right?
I do.
Good. Because you're also going to need to keep that in mind tomorrow. That's the back of your mind. We got to let your big brain get you through the fight, but...
Oh, please, you know I'm the quickest draw on the west. I'm the fastest out of all three of us. I think I'll be alright. You're the strongest, I'm the fastest, Rose is the cutest.
Rover there is just eating her food in the most horrifically, just it's everywhere. She's just like, what? She has politely been looking in a different direction. You know, she knows everything that's happened at this table and is not interfering. She's just like, I have food. She's making a huge mess, though.
We'll be fine tomorrow. Besides, you have the mask.
I do.
Brings the luck of the fucking Irish.
And Dain, being that close to your mask, but it not being on your person, it's hard for you to not want to just grab it. And Savannah does know that. She does. She's the one that found you. She knows that when anybody got remotely close to it, when you first came out of the hedge, the wolves, when one of them got brave enough to try to sniff you, you damn near killed it for even coming within a couple inches of that mask. So she's well aware what it means that you're not just snatching it from her, that the willpower that it takes you to not just take it back because it's yours and it's important to you. And you don't know how much she truly appreciates it and how much it means that you do fight that urge to take it back. But she knows.
He'll glance at it. And glance at her. No metal on earth is more important than you to me. Like, come on. Food's getting cold.
Yeah.
Gotta eat it before Ro does.
And you guys start eating again. Zara, Oscar walks you over the road. It's not as violent of a shuffling as you heard before, but you hear some muttering and some pacing, so you know she's not exactly the happiest right now. Do you want Oscar to knock? He'll knock for you.
She's gonna be like, you want a rock, paper, scissors to knock on the door?
Sure.
Right?
Pulls the sleeves up.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You what? The Discord timing was off, but that's okay because he did choose paper, so he'll knock on the door. You hear, oh my God, what is it now? From inside. Oscar's like, Zara, the new member of the Freehold at this time was wondering if she could ask you a question. Is now a good time for that? You just hear this. Yeah, bring her in. And he opens the door. And you see the trail and you see the tail end of Rebel sitting down in her chair. There is shit everywhere in this office. The computer is scorched beyond repair. Several books on the shelves in the bookshelf have been pulled down. Like she threw a full-on toddler tantrum in this room.
Just because I wouldn't kiss her.
And she looks at you, and her eyes are filled with storm clouds. Her hair every once in a while streaks with lightning.
I was just curious if you had Dane's phone number. I have a bone to pick with him.
Sounds like a lot of people do. And she will, with an almost gleeful smile on her face, write down the number for you and hand it and be like, here you go. Have at him.
Appreciated. I got in trouble for the bus and not him. He didn't get yelled at by Sim. I got yelled at.
Someone apparently needs to yell at him. But his girlfriend will hit me again, so.
She is inputting the number in text. It says, "Hi, Dain. This is Zarya. You can go fuck yourself, and you owe me for saving your goddamn ass."
Should have got a
Sick.
text back.
Oh, I get a text back or no? Or is it just ignored?
Mm-hmm. You do. No, you get a text back.
What does it say?
Oh, this is your number. Great job keeping dick.
She is just staring at her phone for a very long moment.
What did he say?
with 2 emojis.
What 2 emojis?
Oh.
You know the 2 emojis I know about.
Eggplant.
Eggplant and peach.
Aubergine. Eggplant and peach.
Zarya is just like, just sends the middle finger. Just sends the middle finger back.
Gets another text back. I thought Dragon Boy was bigger.
Quickly, it just says red. No response back.
Oscar's not looking at your text. I'm just over here just he's not. He's just kind of waiting. He's closed the door to Rebel's office just so that, he scooched down a little and closed the door just so that she's
I feel like her
not...
hair is getting a little turbulent, like water rapids. That's like kind of what's going on with her hair right now.
So Zarya?
Mm-hmm.
Kiss hug. After the red. Kiss hug.
How did that conversation go? Because he can see that your hair is doing that and is like...
It went as well as one might expect talking to Dain at this point.
Oh. I haven't really talked to Dain at this point.
He used the phrase again and then you know what, I'm not even... Nope.
Is he doing it to harass you? Like, I'm a little confused.
I have no idea.
Something?
I have no idea. I think he's picking on me. I think he's picking on me, but I don't know.
All right. Is that a prop? Like, is it a mean picking on, or like, should somebody say something?
I'm not sure.
Deflated balloon sounds.
Like little balloon noises. She'll pull out her phone and send one more text.
Okay.
You're an ass.
Kiss hug.
Send a peep.
And then she'll... What a gift. Okay, have you seen like the little white stuffed animal and it just goes there and it just says Wyatt and goes in different positions and is sitting there? That's what she sends.
I love that thing. It's such a weird little whatever it is.
He will send a text back.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I thought would be happening tonight with you and Dragon Boy. Artie. And he's going to take a picture of Ro eating her food.
Are you trying to do it stealthily or is
Oh no. He just turned around and went. He's like, why would he? He's just not... Ro, look at this. He's going to show Ro what he did. Look at this.
Terrorizing poor Zarya, that's what he's doing.
Are you implying that I look like I have just... You know what, Dain? I'm not even going to say it. I was a school teacher. I'm not going to say it.
Say it in German.
She sounds so much more mature.
She is just getting more and more flustered as these texts go on. And she's just like,
boop.
Alright,
don't say it in English, Ro. Say it in German.
Don't do this to me, Mike. You know it. She'll say it in German. She will. I, however, cannot. But she will.
Oh, I love it when she speaks German. It's almost like she's angry at me.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like a verbal assault.
I'm rolling that damn willpower check because
All
Dain
right.
is being an ass.
What is it for? Is it for?
And
No,
no
the
roll.
context of all the text. The context.
Yeah.
Got
And
it.
no
Two.
roll. I didn't mean that in the way you think. I don't know what the fuck you said because I don't speak German, but
Uh-huh. Sure. 2 is not enough.
Oh no!
she hasn't texted me back. I think I've won.
You can just say we don't need to go into a massive amount of detail about what Zara does.
No, but she's like down. Just go downstairs.
Okay. Oscar will go downstairs with you to your hollow.
Poor Oscar gets pulled in.
It's okay.
Close the
He
door.
gets pulled in, and we will fade to black on that. As if you do not know, Zara's water elemental's vice is lust. So we're just gonna let all y'all nasties calm the fuck down. You don't get to hear it. All right. So Zara spends the rest of her evening occupied with the fairest draconic Oscar.
Yeah.
Dain.
I think I
You
won.
have
She
a
hasn't
little
texted
bit
me
more
back.
time? No, you do not get a text back from Zara. She has basically forgotten your conversation at this point, for now.
For now.
I wonder why she told me to go fuck myself.
She did
Yeah.
say why for getting in trouble for the goddamn bus for him.
Aye, but he's like, why did she get in trouble? I don't know. I don't understand. Well.
I don't think Savannah stuck around long enough to hear the conversation. I think it was just Sim, Zara, and Oscar at that point. So
It was,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, well.
What do you mean
yeah.
got in trouble? Isn't she a fucking adult? Like who?
I mean,
who
yeah,
yells
she
at an
is.
adult?
Sim, I guess.
Oh. Yeah, Sim is really nice, but he worries about people.
He's sort of a father figure, I guess. I mean, you're looking after Derek, and Zara's only out of the hedge, so I suppose he's got maybe a paternal nature to him.
Possibly I mean, that's kind of what he did with Ro and I. He definitely, it was more because Pippin was in the freehold. They were originally going to invite Pippin to their hollow, and then we're like, that's a terrible idea.
Hold up, what do you mean he was paternal to you and Ro?
He gave us a place to stay.
Yeah.
Essentially, we were total strangers to him, and he allowed us into his hollow. Like, that's
you two do it.
A lot wouldn't extend.
Yeah, but you two know about this place. You could have came here.
We didn't, Dain.
Think I was alive. Yeah.
And it would be too hard. So.
Oh, yeah.
I figured a stranger's hollow would be better. At least temporarily.
Well, I'm not dead, so after this, maybe we can move back in together again.
That would be nice.
With yin and yang crawling from the ceilings, I'm sure I'll enjoy every second of that, Ro.
You're a little... Ro's like, they have a terrarium. They have a whole ass terrarium now. They stay in it. It has a lid.
When have spiders ever stayed where they're meant to stay?
They're smart spiders. They do what they're told.
Fine, I believe you. Maybe next time we go to that goblin market, we can get them nice, like little jeweled collars or something.
Ooh, I'm sure they make spider harnesses. Boy, that was a sentence.
I won't. No, it's too late. It's too late now. We can't go and hire some Well, we can't go hire some Spider-Man mercenaries to attack the thing. Whoever it is. Imagine their faces if the Spider-Man mercenaries came.
You know, I tried. I tried so hard at that shop to get the shopkeeper to give me bigger ones. You imagine if I could have ridden one into battle? It'd
Yeah,
be majestic.
it'd be fucking fearsome.
I'd be the Spider Queen, and everyone would fear me, and I'd poison people.
Imagine if they were giant. Imagine if they were giant wasps.
I can already do that, actually. It's a new ability because she has
What?
a beast contract. Yeah.
Since when can you do that?
Recently, I figured out how to do it. It's the same way that I can fly. You know, now I can actually be a giant wasp.
She can fly now. You know, scratch what I said about fucking being Superman. That's fucking Superwoman here.
I mean, you've seen her wings during the hedge journey. During that journey you guys took, you would have seen her fly a couple of times. She has these large wasp wings that unfurl.
Dain said his head a few times.
Oh, it's good. We haven't gotten to that part yet, so that's why I was like, yeah, you would have seen them because she definitely, because it's her tread of the swift hooves. That is her animal locomotion. She's an insect, so you definitely would have noticed them at some point. So yeah, she can fly.
You know what? We don't even really need to attack tomorrow.
We don't?
No. Listen. Summon a bunch of wasps and just let them loose inside the church.
I can do that.
I know. Why didn't we think of using this before?
All we need to do is get a bunch of wildlings together. I mean, all of them have a swarm of some kind. It just depends on what kind of insect they were. I can summon
the pigeons. Yeah, I can summon the pigeons to shiting people.
Cameron was a spider, I think. I think she can summon spiders.
Yeah, but I don't know what sort of spiders there are in San Diego. I haven't really done an arachnid, census.
Tarantulas. Huge tarantulas.
They're massive tarantulas, bro. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
The thing is, though,
palm those fuckers. Anyways.
I mean, did you just curse? Come on now, you're a school teacher.
I know I don't do it as much as Savannah.
Or me.
Smile at Savannah.
We curse because we care, or something like that.
Academy. I did not learn etiquette by working with children. I learned etiquette by throwing people out of bars.
True. But it's definitely something we can use tomorrow, Marie.
Absolutely. Anyone with the beast can talk to animals. There's more than others. If we can find a bunch of pigeons or crows or ravens or mice or raccoons or possums or squirrels or coyotes.
I mean, there should be plenty of beast cliffs there. We could definitely use, I mean, from what I remember, there weren't that many animals around the place because I'm going to take a wild guess and say they don't want that bad juju.
Probably that, or they get chased off. It really just depends on how much Bastion actually knows about beast kiths. He could be suspicious of every animal that walks on the property, or it could be that the animals are afraid of him because he's a polluted monster and voluntarily left the area. We don't know.
Yeah. Animals are smart that way. They don't want to get corrupted. But this opens up more possibilities, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'd be more terrified if a bunch of fucking wasps came at me than a bunch of tarantulas. It's the buzzing. I mean, that freaks
Wow.
people. No, it's an innate fear that all people have. I can tell you this now, Ro. It's an innate fear that all humans have. It comes way back from caveman times. Because that
Uh-huh.
buzzing meant danger. And
Well,
some people,
yeah.
well, some people, they still react to that. And,
That's true.
well,
They do.
people like me in Savannah, well, that would be very nice for us. And I'm sure some people in Rebels Court as well.
Hmm. True.
An infinite amount of glamour because someone's getting stung in the eye by a wasp.
That's the thing, is our court is one of the easiest. Sorry. Our court is one of the easiest to actually replenish glamour in a fight. Once
Damn
someone,
right it is.
especially people prey to death, that fear of dying immediately kicks in when they're losing the fight, when they've been injured.
Honey, save the sweet words for the bedroom. Come on now.
My apologies.
But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So it's, yeah. Let's put that in the back pocket. Maybe we'll throw it to Nova tomorrow before the attack and see what she thinks. Maybe it can help. You know, at least as a distraction, keep the numbers fighting among themselves, fighting the swarms of insects and pigeons that are shouting their heads or whatnot.
Yeah, that we can keep that in mind. We can suggest it. We can see, because at least that would give us an element of surprise when swarms of animals and insects come out of nowhere. They might not be expecting it, might not know how to react.
And if you and Cameron work together, you could have the wasps fly the tarantulas in. Airborne strikes of tarantula wasps. Wasp tarantulas. Cazadors.
Wasp tarantulas. Tarantula wasps are an actual insect that kill spiders. It's great. Not at all horrifying, and they're like this fucking big. Anyways.
Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. You know about tarantula? Can anyone summon tarantula wasps?
Tarantula hawks?
Tarantula wasps. What thing you just mentioned that are about that size?
The tarantula hawks, yeah, they're common in San Diego because tarantulas live in San Diego.
Do we know anyone that can summon those?
A couple of wildlings have that as their animal, or as their bug, but I can technically do it too, as wasps in general, I have an affinity with.
That's because you are the wasp general. That's a good line of attack. Alright.
We can think about it.
We definitely can. But it is getting late and we have to be up early tomorrow.
Yep. Fair. Alright.
Do you two want to take the bedroom and I'll take the sofa?
Ro pipes up with, I'm taking the sofa.
Alright, I just thought you want to be comfortable.
And she wipes her face off and she's like, I am a lot smaller than you. I fit into some tiny ass places, and that couch is the size of a bed to me. She wipes her face off, runs over, jumps on your couch, face plants down, just, and then muffled into the cushion goes, see you tomorrow.
Hooray!
What?
You know I love you too, right?
Of course. I love you.
We'll go fly a kite afterwards, right?
Sounds good.
A bigger one, I'll attach you to it. He's saying as he
Ooh.
walks.
Do it at night. I'll fly the kite.
Damn right.
All right. You and Savannah, you go into your room, and whether you sleep right away or not, we're fading to black anyways, as we have to wait for the rest of our little soldiers to arrive before we can start the next day. So, we did it.
We did it.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This was fun. Good. I hope everyone had fun. I had fun. I had
I
a
did
great
have
time.
fun. I always have fun. I'm glad for those who joined us and for those who are going to watch us afterwards. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Remember, Dag has a thing tomorrow.
Yes, so Dinner and a Game has a thing going on at Gen Con tomorrow night at 10 p.m. American Eastern Standard Time. We are hosting a Dread game, which is a big Jenga tower based game that is being ran for the Trevor Project. It will also be live streamed on Gen Con's actual Twitch page. If you're at Gen Con, please purchase a ticket. Half of the proceeds go straight to the Trevor Project. It has players such as Kitty-osaurus, Hey Jude, Game Raider Girl, Fountain Pin Fim, Ginny Loveday, and Sphinx Akasha.
You did it this time.
Circle
You did it this
DM
time.
by others, but we all call him Sphinx.
And we'll be returning on Sunday once more for Sabat Sunday with a very special guest.
I am
And
excited and concerned.
Oh,
as
yes,
you
me too.
should be. And welcome to the collective. Thank you everyone for
Welcome
joining
to
us.
the collective.
Welcome to the collective. Good night.
Bye.
Night. Bye.